Welcome back, everybody. This is Burning Assassination Session 7. It's been quite some time since we've seen the exploits of Donlin Trine, and I'm
That's
very
right.
excited to get back into this.
That's right. So, little recap of the last time we played. Donlan completed the mission at the embassy. He managed to fake the death of the ambassador, which was the main point. But in the process, you ran afoul of the agent sent by Relgar the Slaver. His name was Eshkol. He was an assassin, and you had to kill him to preserve the life of the ambassador.
Hmm.
After that, you managed to convince Relgar, that the assassin had died as part of the operation, but that the ambassador was actually dead. Then you went and ransacked the assassin's home and found some documents. Now the documents were encrypted, but since you're a spy and cracking codes is part of your business, you managed to decode the letters, and the letters are basically communications between between the dead man Eshkal and a man called Barim, who is a ship captain who works for Relgar the Slaver. He is the principal or the main ship captain, and he has amassed quite a lot more within the organization, and the communications make it obvious that he's trying to overthrow Relgar. And so now you have this evidence, and you know that this guy, Barim, should be pulling into town in the 3 days or so.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay, so
So you want to
3 days
you want to
from
read us
now.
your beliefs? Yeah.
Yeah. So my first two, same as always, or at least the last couple of sessions. In my attempts to infiltrate the conspirators, I've been asked to remove Relgar the Slaver by Isham, who wishes to gain his status back with the Council. I shall do this not only to continue to build rapport with Isham, but also so I can take the slave trade over for myself. In this, I will be able to whisk away these slaves to the lands of King Salgard, where they will be safe and free, establishing an underground railroad of sorts while building my own credibility. Number two, innocent life is the most valuable thing in the world. I must protect it at all costs. That one seems to get me into more trouble than it is worth. But that's, burning will.
Yeah.
And my belief for this session is in order to become a successful slaver, I will need to find Rogar's list of employees. To do this, I will use the communications found to out Baron's plot and request a full list of employees to ensure to him that no one else is plotting.
Excellent.
So, always back to the scheming ways.
Yes.
So I've got 3 days before Baron is here,
Yeah.
and so when I was ransacking the house, I was confronted by another assassin,
Yes.
whom it was revealed to be uh, his partner.
Yeah.
Now, considering these are encoded, and I had to break the code, I may have
Mhm.
a bit of a difficult time convincing Relgar of their validity. However, if I can capture this other assassin, it might make that go a bit easier.
All right.
Because I'm sure his partner would know of the plot that they were about to be hired into.
All right.
So, first order of business is off to see Isham, because I'm going to need some poisons.
All right.
So, I'm going to head over to his nice new digs that he got last session since he moved off out the boat. And considering this is home and not an office and a boat, I will knock this time.
Oh, all right. So you are let in through a side door and into Isham's house. Uh, his attendant seems to know you on sight, and you know, I suppose you have free access to Isham at this point.
Yeah.
So he conducts you to the study where Isham is getting ready to go about his business. With him is his bodyguard of always. His name was Ogo, and Um, let's say Ishvan, his other bodyguard, the
A
thin
new
man. Thin,
bodyguard.
no, it's this guy you've seen before.
Okay.
This is the Ogon is the big guy,
With the
and
fearless trait, right?
yeah,
Okay.
and
Let me get
Ishvan
his.
is the assassin who has the instinct always carry a poison dagger. That's the thin man that escaped with you
Yup.
from the prison, with along with Isham. They're always together, or
Perfect.
seem to be. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So I'm Isham, my friend. Pleased to find you well and fat in your nice new home.
Yes, my efforts are going well. I am in the process of reestablishing all my old connections, and trade seems to be picking up again.
Well, that
How
is good. I
how does
uh,
it go on your part?
I believe I have found the answer to our problems. You see, in order for me to take this business over, I need to have the support of his ship captains.
Hmm.
Without his infrastructure, I'm essentially starting over from scratch, and that I can't have. And in
Exactly.
order to sway his captains, I need his list of employees. And I think I know how to get it. I recently eliminated one of his higher ranking assassins due to unfortunate circumstances at the embassy.
Hmm.
And decided to go pay his home a visit to see what I can't dig up. And I found some documents outlining a plot from Rogar's second in command to murder him and take the business over. I'm going to use this as leverage to obtain the list so I can make sure nobody else is plotting.
That
But
sounds good.
in order to do that, I need to capture someone alive, which is why I'm here now. I feel it's safe to assume you have a poison that could aid me in this endeavor.
All right. You wish something to paralyze a man but not kill him?
Exactly.
Yes, I suppose we could arrange that. Uh, um, yeah, it's not easy to come by, but I, of course, have access to it. So I will give you, let's say, 2 doses to
And
coat
he's got
knife
these
in.
on hand, or am I waiting? Like I've got a
Excuse me?
couple of days if they're not on hand.
It'll take 1 day to have it ready because I have to brew it
Okay.
and get it ready. And you have a knife, right? Because it's usually used.
Yes,
All right,
I do have a knife.
all right. So he'll provide you with a new knife, and I'll coat it with the poison, and it'll be good for a couple of scratches. Just
Good. And we come
maybe
full
a
circle.
superficial or light wound, and that should be enough to paralyze the target.
Perfect. And here we are, full circle, back to obtaining poison daggers from Isham.
Yeah.
And I trust that the funds I gave you to spread the legend of Ghost have gone to good use.
The funds that you gave into what?
To spread the legend of Ghost to get a alternate
Oh,
identity
that's right.
reputations.
That's right. That's
I know
right.
we said
Yeah,
I know we said it was going to take a couple of days for that first die to kick in, but that dawned on me. I saw that I had it marked on there, and I was like, that's where the rest of my money went.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, let's say he has been spending that money, and we should come up with a timetable for that. Let's call it maybe a week to get the first
Yep.
dice. And we had determined a set amount. It was like two
It was
cash die.
it was three for the first one,
Yeah,
another six for the second one, and then nine
yeah,
for the last one.
that's right. That's right. And let's roll a die of fate and see how many days it takes to kick in.
Okay, let me get my dice stream up because I've not done that yet. One day.
There you go. One day. All right. So yeah. So take your one die reputation.
That's good because that's gonna come in handy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that.
All right.
So I bid him adieu and tell him I'm gonna go find some trouble for the next day.
All right.
Ruffle up some more money.
Uh huh.
That's my plan for the day.
Okay.
So let me see what skills I have that will help me to do that.
So we're gonna treat this like a job.
Um, I was more thinking I'm gonna rob somebody.
Oh, okay. That works too.
Just make just a couple of quick rolls. Nothing much. I'll tell you what. Let's roll crime wise.
Hmm.
So I've got 2 on my crime wise. I will fork in grift wise because that seems appropriate, and see if I can't maybe find a shop that's doing well, a criminal enterprise, maybe find a pimp, whatever the case may be that I can go roll for some cash die, jewels, coins, whatever the case may be.
All right. So you're thinking of either breaking into a place or
Strong arming a pimp.
strong arming a pimp or something like that. All
Yeah.
right. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Uh, if you make it, you manage to complete the crime successfully. No problems whatsoever. If you fail, you get interrupted by the city guard.
Okay. Now, can we use wises like that?
Uh,
Because I was more envisioning
uh
rolling the wise to identify a mark.
oh, okay.
To find using the crime wise to find where the criminal activities are at, so I can actually identify an appropriate mark. I was thinking something along the lines of a graduated test where the more successes on this I get, the higher the overall score will be if and when I complete it.
Okay, I like the sound of that. We could do it so that you do the wise to find a place, maybe do some sort, maybe perception or something to like case the joint that you're gonna break into, or study the movements
Hmm.
of the pimp or whoever it is that you're gonna eventually attack, and let's treat it like a link test. I like it. I mean, every success that you get will add an additional cash die to the final roll that you do.
Yeah. So
That,
it just
yeah.
essentially, the better I do, the more juicy the market is.
The bigger is the payoff. Yeah.
Yep.
So let's say, I mean, if you succeed at everything, you get one cash die. So all the successes that you get with the 2 rolls that you're going to do beforehand will to the cash die that you will find at the end.
Okay.
How's
Well, I'm
that
gonna go ahead
sound?
and. That sounds
Um,
perfect. I'm gonna fork in spycraft wise too. I feel like that's
yeah.
appropriate.
Okay, but now here's the deal. The more cash die at the end, the higher the ob.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Doesn't because it makes sense that
Hmm.
if the pimp or something is carrying more money and you know the days he collects or
Yep,
something
he's
like
got
that,
better protection.
exactly.
That
So
sounds good.
so
So
sounds
I've
good.
got 4 to roll for this wise roll,
All right, so let's call it an op two. Because I don't think it's that difficult to
and
find
I
what you're looking
failed it.
for. Oh, not good. Not good.
So I feel like I should still find a mark, but there should be a serious flaw that I don't see.
What? I'm sorry, the mic cut out.
I feel like there's still a mark. I still find somebody,
Oh yeah.
but there's something wrong. Like
Okay.
I don't want this to be a dead end. Like I still want to go through with this, but some kind of additional complication,
Yeah.
something that I don't, notice. Maybe I miscalculate how much he's worth, or I miscalculate who the actual mark is. I think I have a mark, and it turns out it's somebody else. I don't know. Anything
Yeah,
along those lines. Whatever you deem appropriate.
yeah. I'm thinking you're gonna maybe underestimate uh, the, the bodyguards or the difficulty of completing the job. So what do you want? You want a pimp? You want a place you can break into?
Let's break in somewhere.
Let's break in somewhere. All right. So you find this. Let's see. Let's see. You find this illegal gambling establishment, and you start going to the place, and you sort of know who goes in and out, and who the owner is. The owner is a guy called what are we going to call him? Delcar. Delcar.
Okay.
He owns this place, and he's making all this money that goes to Golo the Lesser, who is the third
Mm-hmm.
crime boss that rules the city, which eventually you're going to have to tangle with.
Yes.
And this guy, of course, gambling is part of his area of control in the city. So this guy pushes the money up to
Mm-hmm.
Golo, but you're studying his patterns. You know the day he goes to the liver, and you've made some inquiries, and you're pretty certain that tonight he's probably gonna go see Golo tomorrow. So tonight is a good night to hit the place. He should be winnings should be there, and it should be simple to break in.
Okay.
So that's pretty much
So,
what you got.
I'm gonna don my black ghost mask
Hmm.
because, as far as I'm concerned, people that don't know who I am need to be under the impression I'm Ghost from here on out. So that mask will become very prevalent. And
All right. So here's what I'm thinking. Maybe let's start with a knob one to rob the place. But
okay,
you got a penalty of 2. So now we're talking knob 3 to
okay,
rob the place. Now, if you want to increase that up, for every extra that you give me, that you want to fight against, I'll give you 2 cash die.
okay. Let's take it up to an
So
odd
if
5.
yeah, if you steal 3 right now, you get 1 cash die. So if you knock it up to 5, that's going to give you, what did I
Five
say?
cash
4
die.
more. That
Yeah,
5
so
cash die.
5
Yeah,
cash die. Yeah, yeah. Let's
yeah,
take it up to an odd 5,
yeah.
and
So
let's see how I'm gonna go about doing this.
if you fail,
Oh.
you're going to run into some opposition.
Yep.
There's going to be armed guards, and they're going to catch you red-handed, and there's going to be some sort of bloody versus or fight or
Okay.
something.
Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. I've got
Yeah.
my I've got my ghost mask on. I've got my dagger hidden in the folds of my cloak. I've got my
Hmm.
sword right on my hip, and I'm
Hmm.
just gonna kick the front door in and yell for Dakar.
All right. So a direct approach, huh?
Hmm. Well, to an
Yeah.
extent.
All right. So you're waiting on everybody leaving.
No,
I mean,
no.
or you're going to do this while there's gambling going on.
I'm doing it while there's gambling going on, and I'm doing it while there's gambling going on for a advantage die, because I plan
Yeah.
to falsehood my way in telling him that I am a new collector for Golo the Lesser,
All
and that
right.
something's come up and he needs payment immediately, and I'm here to pick it up. And I figured that the brazen entrance, the walking in, the confidence, doing it in front of everybody, will lend to that credibility.
All right. I like it. I like it. How are we going to do this? Are we going to do this with a full duel of wits?
We can. I mean, I'd be okay with just rolling a falsehood versus Will forking my stuff in, seeing what happens, so we can move on to the meat of the story. Because like this has nothing to
Yeah,
do with
this
any
is
of my
secondary.
beliefs. This is just to line my pockets so I can get that other rep.
Okay, okay, I like it. All
Cool.
right,
So
so
I kicked the door in. I yelled Dakar.
hmm
I've got my mask up, and I'm like, listen, I'm Golo's new enforcer, the Ghost. Maybe you've heard of me.
all right,
Which let's see if he's heard of me because I have that reputation die.
that's true. That's true. So roll it.
He has not
If
heard of me.
no,
That's
okay,
okay.
yeah,
That's okay. I'm new in town. Anyways, there's been an emergency. The boss needs his cut immediately. He has sent me here to collect it.
all right,
So I've got my B5 falsehood. There's my base.
yeah,
All right. I'm forking in uh, advantage die for the brazenness and the credibility that it lends me.
yeah,
Puts me up to 6. Intimidation, kicking the door down, gives me 7.
all right. Let's look at the ob. So we're looking at ob. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Because we set up 5 originally, right?
Yeah. So he's got a 5 will.
All right.
Because falsehood's
Yeah.
direct opposition as will.
Okay, I like it. It makes sense.
So
So,
5 falsehood, advantage die 6, intimidation 7, persuasion's 8, grift wise because I'm absolutely conning him
uh huh.
9, uh, crime wise. I'm committing crimes. I know what I'm doing. It puts me up to 10. And spycraft wise for being completely awesome at lying and spy related stuff brings me up to an even 10.
Yeah. Okay, do it.
And part of me thought about upping this ob to 6 and just rolling my base falsehood to get that challenging test, so falsehood dings.
Yeah.
But I want to save that for that incredible complication that we came up with earlier,
All right.
because I want to see that happen.
All right.
And I could use this money anyways. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, but I got 2 6s and a fuck ton of fate, so I'm
Burning it.
open-ending that. 5, got it.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right on the money. All right. So yeah. So he's kind of he's confused, but he goes. Well, I was going to see him anyway tomorrow, so I I suppose there'll be no harm done. I mean, this is highly irregular, but just I mean, he's in front of everybody else, so he doesn't want to back down. So yeah, he takes you to the back and hands over a bag of gold, and he
Perfect,
says,
perfect,
"Yeah." So he gives it to you. We're not gonna beat around the bush too much with this.
perfect. And
Yeah.
then I don't, like, as soon as he hands it to me, I turn, I leave, I don't say another word. And
Um,
maybe we could use this instance, like this was a big display for the ghost, to lessen that 6 die
yeah.
for the next one to 5 die to
Yeah.
purchase the next one.
I think it works. Yeah.
Perfect,
And
perfect. So I'm gonna
coincidentally,
walk
you have
out
yeah.
and yeah, I'm just gonna go sleep for the night.
Yeah.
I'm finished with today. I'll drop this money off with Isham tomorrow, get him working on that next reputation for me, and pick up my
Excellent.
poison dagger.
Excellent. All right. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, it just goes off. Uh, yeah. Next day, you drop by Isham's. He hands you a dagger. See, let's call it what type of dagger. I'm thinking he's going to give you a superior quality dagger.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
Hey, will you bring me down a pack of papers? I love you. I left my papers upstairs.
Hmm.
Okay, so superior quality dagger.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Perfect.
basically like a regular dirk, but it has a VA of 1. Because I figure that's a good poisoner's weapon. And it is nondescript. I mean, you can't. You have to look at it and feel it to realize it's well balanced and very
Hmm.
sharply honed, and it's a fine crafted item, but it doesn't look, it's not flashy. Nobody looking at it will think that it's a superior quality weapon,
Perfect.
and it's designed to be an assassin's dagger.
Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and hide that up in the folds of the clothes. I'm going to
Hmm.
hand Isham this next 5 cash die and tell
All
him
right,
to spread it around the same way.
all right, all right. This will take
Another die of fate.
yeah, I'm thinking at least a couple of days. I'm thinking, let's call it two
3 plus
days.
whatever I roll.
Yeah, 3 plus whatever you roll, because this is gonna piggyback
Hmm.
on the repercussions that your new friend
Hmm.
Delcar is gonna incur when Golo finds out
Hmm.
that you took his money, because you did identify yourself.
I did. I
Yeah.
absolutely did.
All
And that
right.
was
So
the purpose. Ooh, 8 days or 9 days total.
duped by the ghost. There you go.
Yep.
You got him on your files. Yeah. So it's
Perfect.
gonna all piggyback. I mean, it's gonna work
Yep.
together, and that's the advantage that you just got. That's why the discount in the price, because this is gonna go on
Yeah.
portions.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
And
right.
people are out. It's gonna talk's gonna be had. People are gonna
Yeah.
find out that I wasn't there to collect, and be
Yeah.
like, "Damn, this ghost guy, he's kind of brazen."
Yeah.
Yeah. That. Yep. That was the whole point. The
Yeah.
whole point behind it.
It worked out beautifully, really.
Hmm. For
All
now,
right.
I'll have to
Yeah.
deal with consequences for it at a later date. But
Yes.
for now, it's doing what it needs to do.
Yes,
So
it does.
yeah, I drop him that next money, and I tell him that I am off to find a man.
All right.
So I am going to return to the house and see if I can't pick up this guy's trail, find his partner. Maybe there's something there that might link me to him. Ask around the neighborhood, whatever the case may be. But first off, I'm going to start at the house.
All right. All right. So, all right. So I feel maybe we could do like a circles test for this.
Okay.
'Cause you do know the guy. Uh, I'm trying to think of consequences to this. Is it worth rolling, or we just go with it? Or should we just say yes to this? Uh,
Well, I mean, it is part of my belief. Like finding this guy is directly applicable to my belief. Like I need
yeah.
him to convince Rogar. So I feel like there does have to be a roll. However, if we just roll circles, it might be harder. Maybe we could do a link test. Maybe go to the house, roll a perception, right, to see what I can't find that points around there, and then use maybe a crime wise to, or yeah, like a crime wise to ask around the neighborhood and see if maybe anybody's, seen a guy fitting this description. And then the third test would be the circles roll with the advantages or disadvantages of the link test.
Okay. When you find him, what is it that you want to do with him?
I want to incapacitate him and carry him to Rogar's.
So you're gonna attack him.
Yeah.
basically. All
Yeah.
right, because this helps me then formulate possible repercussions. All right, so yeah, I like the link test. The link tests are always fun. Um, remember that for every link test, if you succeed, you add to your dice, and if you fail, you add to the ob.
Yes.
So this will all link into the test. If you make the circles test, you find them alone to your advantage, so
Mhm.
you can proceed to attack them. If you fail, I'm gonna say that um, he's working a job and he's got another guy with him.
Okay.
So it's going to complicate your ambush of
Okay.
him. All right?
Yep. Sounds perfect. So, what is the
Yeah.
ob for this perception test to search the house?
All right. So let's call it an ob. Let's call it an ob 3
Ob three.
because you're going to be probably looking for something
Okay.
to link you to
Mhm.
him.
Yep. Perfect.
Uh,
All right. Here we go. I'm gonna use another
oh.
fate. I've got the fate to burn.
All right.
I don't know why I did it. I hit it like ob three. I did not need to
No,
burn that fate.
no, because I was reading this the other day and I had it confused too. And it's for every success above the ob. So you got to beat the ob. It's not enough to meet it. If you
Okay.
meet the ob, nothing happens. If you fail, you get more obstacles. If you hit the ob, nothing happens. It doesn't affect the next test. And if by the amount that you beat it, that's your bonus. So now you
Oh,
got
so I got a +3
2,
bonus.
4, 5, 6. So you got +3 dice to your next test.
Nice.
Nice. So that's kind of the way it works. Um,
Nice. So
so,
that goes to the next test then, not the
yeah,
final
and
test.
no, it's by steps. It goes to next test, and
Okay.
then next test. You
Okay.
you got 3 dice, so your odds of beating the next step are better, and whatever you get on the next test, that carries over to the final test. That's how
Okay.
I sort of understood it. So let's say that you find, uh, what would you find? You find a couple of leather skins that have a strange mark on them, and you figure you might ask around. Uh, you know,
Okay.
you don't recognize where it is, so maybe if you make some inquiries, it'll lead you to the place where those come from.
Okay. So I would like to roll my spycraft wise to make the inquiries,
All right.
and that's at a B2, and I've got 3 other dice, so I'm at 5. What is my ob?
I'll say it's an op two.
An ob 2, so that's 5 on a 2. I am completely okay with that.
Yeah. Oh man, my screen is frozen. Are you seeing it?
You're yeah, you're coming through fine for me.
Oh, that's weird.
Mine's
Music.
mine's flickered green a couple of times on you, and then like cut out, but come right back.
Uh huh.
All
This
right,
is really
so
weird.
5 against an ob 2,
Yeah.
and I did not get it.
Huh.
Failed
I
by
can't.
1.
I can't see the dice. Hang on.
1, 3, 3, 2, 4.
Yeah. Let's see if it's because we're coming through fine. Let's see if this recovers. This is a new computer I'm using because we had some trouble with my old computer last night. So let me see if I can get it to. Oh man, what's going on? You still? Am I still with you?
Yeah, I'm still picking you up just fine.
Oh man, I see nothing on my screen. That's so weird. Um,
Why don't you back out and come back in.
Yeah, so
See if
I'll
that
try
helps
and
it.
log off then and drop back in a second.
All right. Any better for you?
Yeah, I can see you smoking. So yeah,
Perfect.
there's your dice.
Perfect.
That's so weird. New computers do
No.
stuff like this. It's not a new computer, but I wasn't using it for Hangouts, so.
So missed my op by one, which puts me at a final of +1 op to my circles test.
Oh man, yeah.
Okay, could be
So
worse, could be better. I'm okay with that.
yeah. So them's the dice, I guess. So let's look at that circles test. What you find out is that there's a there's a wine merchant, and he's way on the other side of town, and who sells those wineskins. And the wine is not that particularly good. So that leads you to believe that maybe he's not hanging around this wine cellar because of the quality of his wares, but this may be actually where he meets or picks up work. So that's your big clue. So let's look at circles. So it's based off of one.
Yes.
Let's call it. Let's see. It's about same station, rank, or social class. You know who the guy is. Disposition, knowledge different. No, it's not disposition. You want to find them. I don't think
Um,
the hurry is going to be that much.
no, I mean I do need to find him before the day is out
All right.
because I'd like to
So
have all this completed during this day because other dude gets in tomorrow, and I want to have
that's
all this
true.
taken care of so he can confront him when he comes in tomorrow.
So let's call it an op 4.
Okay.
Guy
So
that you know.
op 4,
Yeah.
and I am rolling. I think I only got 2 circles. I do. I have a circles of 2. I am gonna use my 1 rep for ghost.
All right.
I don't want to use the Donlin Trine rep, although, nobody knows that Ghost is looking for him.
That's true. You haven't put out the word.
No, so I'm going to stow the mask, and we're going to use the Donlin Trine uh, reputation to get
All
me
right.
up to 5, so I actually have a possibility of passing this.
Yeah, circles is tough, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But on the other hand, if you circle him a couple of times, that gives you advantage. Not that this guy has a long life ahead of him,
No,
but
no, not at all. Let me see here. How does circles? Is that because circles isn't a skill, so it's a stat, right? So it goes up based
um,
on the stat chart,
let's check it.
which
That is
means I
very
need 1 difficult and 1 challenging. And oh yeah, that works. That works out really well because I already have my challenging. So this is gonna ding my circles.
Oh, excellent. That's always good. But wait, the circle has to be successful to increase
Um, I don't think circles has to be successful. I know perception has to be successful and resources.
perception and resources. I don't think circles has to
Yeah, not
be.
yeah. So yeah, you can
Okay,
fail circles
circles.
skill test.
Circles advances like a skill, actually.
Does it?
Yeah, it says page 44. Advancing circles and resources. Circles advances like a skill.
Okay.
Yeah, and you said you're supposed to tally all the affiliation and reputation dice to determine the actual level of the test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna ding because I need 2 routine tests.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
well, no worries. Let's still see what happens here. So if I pass this, I catch him unawares and alone. If
yeah.
I fail it, he has somebody with him,
Yeah.
and that's gonna complicate things quite a
Yeah.
bit.
Mhm.
Oh, and I failed it spectacularly.
Oh,
That's
that's
okay.
burning wheel for you.
Yep,
So
that's okay.
yeah, so you managed to what do you want? Find out where his house is and wait for him there,
I would be
or
okay with bumping into him and his buddy in the street, like as they're making their rounds.
all right. So you pick this alley. It's a dark alley, and you know he's going to pass through here on his way home. And you're thinking you're going to catch him unawares, but when he finally shows, there's a guy with him.
Hmm.
So,
Okay, so how am I gonna get not only out of this, but him with me? Hmm. Okay, okay, I have an idea. I would like to falsehood and pretend to be a drunk stumbling down this alley. And be like, "Oh, sirs, can you spare a coin so a man can prevent the shakes?" And when I get close, I'm gonna use my non-poison dagger and just bury it in his bodyguard's chest.
all right.
And then I'll go into a full fight with the other guy. Like after that, that's my intent, is to falsehood my way close enough that I can just eliminate the bodyguard and then deal with the full fight. Now, if I
Okay.
fail, I've got to fight 2-on-1.
All right. I like it. I love it, actually. So what we're going to do is maybe, because it's falsehood. Yeah, falsehood doesn't really have. Why don't we make like a weird versus test type of deal where I test his perception against your falsehood?
Okay, yeah, I'm down with that.
Because he could recognize you,
Yeah,
and
and that does make sense because I did use my Donlin Trine reputation in the circles
that's
that
true.
I failed.
So he knows that you're looking out for him. He may
Yeah.
have gotten word
Hmm.
that you were actively looking for him. So he's suspicious. He didn't expect you to come looking.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
let's make it a
Perfect.
post test. Yeah, I like it. I
Okay.
like it.
So,
All right.
what's his perception?
Let's call it a 4.
Okay, so I've got my 5 falsehood.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fork in disguise because I know how to walk like a drunk,
That's good.
and to give the illusion. That brings me up to 6. Persuasion because I'm begging for money.
Mm-hmm.
That's got me up to 7.
All right. I'll give him 1 advantage dice because he's
Hmm.
suspicious.
Yep.
He's waiting for you
Um,
to show up. It's him
grift
up to 5.
wise, grift wise, because essentially this is a con. I'm trying to make him believe something that's not actually true
All
to
right.
my nefarious end. So that's 8, and then spycraft wise for 9.
Okay. So
Because
let me roll
spycraft wise like comes into everything I do. I love
everything.
this
That's
wise.
the best freaking wise you could have come up with.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna roll first.
Okay.
So here we go. That's 2 successes.
2 successes against my 9 dice.
Yeah. Do you see all the dice? Okay. Oh wow.
Oh,
One,
two,
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 two
and
on
he's
two.
defender. He's defender, but
But
I've got fate.
that's right.
Lots and lots of fate.
Yeah.
Burning it all.
Well,
Got it.
that's part of my job as a GM is to make you get rid of all
Yep.
that fate.
Yep.
Too much Artha. Do you see the entire 5 dice that I rolled? I don't see them on my screen for some strange reason.
I don't see the middle one.
Yeah, that's weird. It's a 6 though, but I'm not gonna blow any fate on it.
All right. So
So,
I
all
got
right.
it.
So you got it.
Yeah, I
So
just stumble up, spare some
yeah.
change. Fuck you! Right in
Bam.
his chest and just drop him. And as I
Awesome.
turn, I'm gonna draw the other dagger, right?
Uh huh.
And I'm gonna tell him that unless he comes quietly, I'm gonna kill him, and I'm gonna roll intimidation, see if I can't get some hesitation on him for this fight.
All right. Yeah, do that.
What ob is will, right?
Up
For
as will.
intimidation. All right. So what's
4.
my ob?
4.
4.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll my base 4 intimidation. Didn't get it. That's okay.
Okay. So we go into fight. So let's do it like a knife duel, I suppose.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, you gotta. He's got armor on. So, but you've got that. You've got that VA
Superior
of 1.
quality.
Yeah. So that
Yep.
should come in. That
And you said
should
we're
come
both
in
using
handy.
knives.
Yeah, let's call it both
Okay,
knives.
so no test to engage, and we go
No.
right to scripting.
Yeah. Let me look at my sheet. All right. All right. And then scripted.
I'm
Let
scripted as
me
well.
let me check something real quick. Let me see. One-off NPC stats. Just making sure I have everything all right. Yeah. Okay. I think I got it. All right. So what's your first action?
Coming out with a strike.
Okay. He's coming out of the void.
Okay.
So
So void
let's
versus
see.
strike is speed versus skill.
Where's my table? Hang on, I'm missing a table here. Oh, there we go. So, okay, it's avoid versus strike, speed versus skill. I
Yep.
like that. So, I'm going to give him a speed of, let's call it 4.
Okay, so I've got a B2 knife. I'm going to fork in brawling because I'm coming in with a punch, like a little 1-2 punch knife, and
Mm-hmm.
spycraft-wise because I was trained in the art of close combat.
All right, I'm going to give him 1 advantage die for the suspicious attitude. So he's expecting trouble.
And I'm going to dump 2 persona into this.
Wow, nice. All right, so let me read up real quick because I haven't used avoid yet. Let's just look it up quickly. Okay, successes from avoid reduce the effectiveness of the opposing action. If you roll 1 success on avoid and your opponent rolls 2, you've reduced his effective total to 1. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Never suffers a double obstacle penalty for being unskilled. Got it. Yeah, just
Yeah,
strike
pretty much.
versus.
It's pretty much the same as block. The
Yeah,
special thing about avoid is avoid works against multiple opponents, where block does not.
gotcha. So here we go.
All right, and here comes my 6. 1.
1 and 1. So he avoids.
Yeah, he avoids.
Yeah.
Damn, both persona points.
Damn, that's really bad. Yeah. Sorry, but that's Burning Wheel for you.
Yup, it is. I was just hoping to end it quick.
All right. So second half of that first volley. Do you have anything else?
Strike.
And he's got strike 2. So
Okay.
you both roll against a knob of 1. Is that correct? Let me check. Strike versus strike. Standard skill test. So it's a knob of 1.
Yep. So here comes
So
my
say
4.
he's got a knife of 4, and he's gonna fork in a brawl. 1 die for brawl because he's trying to push you and take you off balance and stab you.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, here goes nothing. 1 success.
So that hits. I mean, that's gonna
Yeah.
be a whatchamacallit, an incidental strike.
Yep.
He hits for 4 successes. Oh, geez, that's not good. All
Going
right.
to the chest.
Yeah. So yeah, he's going to the chest. So you roll versus him first. So you hit him on the chest, and he's got leather armor on. Now, you got a VA of 1, and you can't move it because
Nope.
you didn't succeed.
Nope.
So he has to roll armor dice against. Hang on, let me just start writing things down. Armor dice against a knob of 2 is how VA works. Your VA increases his ob by 1. So he's got to roll against a knob of 2. If he makes this, he avoids the damage. Hang on. Oh, here we go. And he misses.
Perfect.
So your strike goes through.
That's all I needed.
That's all you need. He's paralyzed. So no matter, we're just hitting to see how much damage he takes.
Yeah.
I mean, you take.
Now,
Yeah.
I will like to lobby for something, because as actions in Burning Wheel during the volleys do happen simultaneously, I can conceive of, because it's not like we're both hitting at the exact same moment, right? Normally the minutia doesn't matter, but because of a paralytic poison, I feel that if my attack got through first, it would at least negate some of the damage that he does as the poison takes effect, and I would, at the very least, like a die of fate roll to see if that happens.
I'll give it to you.
Perfect.
If you roll a 1, that's a fate, we'll reduce that success.
All right.
So roll a 1.
Nope. That's
No.
okay.
Yeah.
That is okay, and I feel like that's a good use for the die of fate. It just means like, yeah, the poison works quick. It just didn't work that quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So we got successes.
Yep.
Where are you taking that?
I'm taking it in the chest, and I do have
Do you have
superior
head?
leather armor.
Do you have head armor?
I do not.
So you better take it on the leg.
Yeah,
Because see,
true.
that's
Yep.
I'm a little. The whole movement thing is the only weak part
Hmm.
of the whole combat system that I've found. Because if you hit the chest, which is the best area, with 1 success I can move it to your head, and that's awful. I mean, uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's really bad.
Yeah.
So if you're not wearing head armor, you have to take everything on the legs, because that'll take 2 successes to
Yeah.
move up to your head.
Yeah. Let's do that then. Good call. I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah, the bad thing is he can still get it because he got 3 successes above Bob. So,
And that's okay though, because it'll dumb down that damage quite a bit.
yeah, it won't. Yeah, it'll dampen it down to a mark hit of 5 is what it will get you.
Will it go to a market of 5?
Yeah,
What did he roll? He rolled 4 successes, right? Or 5?
yeah, 4 successes.
4
One,
successes, and
oh wait, yeah,
it takes 2 successes to move to head, doesn't it?
yeah. So 1 goes to the above 1. He's
Yeah.
got 3 left over. 2 moves to the head, but daggers
It
is
costs more than
an
1 success to shift your damage, doesn't it?
with daggers.
Hmm?
Daggers is an add of 1, I believe. I'll check it, but I'm pretty sure daggers is an add of 1. And that's
Okay.
how they model a really dangerous.
Uh, a dirk is an out of 1 for a
Yeah,
run of the mill.
yeah,
Daggers at superior quality is out of 1 as well.
yeah,
Now, if it's poor, yeah, even poor quality is out of 1. Damn. All right.
yeah.
All right. So yeah, he's still gonna get
So it's
that
a
mark hit.
B5. What's a B5 to you?
I believe it's only a light. Let me confirm right quick.
Okay.
It is B5 light.
All right. So that's a light wound. We'll have to deal with that. Hang on a
I'm
second.
I'm I'm okay with a light wound. That's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. uh, let me just
But
check real quick. So a light is a -1D penalty. You would actually should roll steel if you want to roll it and count the test. It's not going to have any effect because the guy is paralyzed. But
okay, yeah. But if I'm rolling it, there should be a failure consequence.
oh, okay.
Let's say that if I pass, we're good. If I have to hesitate for more than 4 actions, city guard comes around before I can get out.
Yeah. All right. I like it.
And of course, my hesitation is still not fucking on here.
You put it like 3 or 4 times
I
already,
know.
and
I
it never
know.
goes through.
And I can't remember what it was.
Oh, just out of curiosity, what for Vol 2?
Say again?
Out of curiosity, what did you script for Volley 2?
Oh, I script strike across the board.
Oh, okay, okay.
I knew all I needed to do was score a very minor hit, and it was over. So
That's true.
I scripted, and my whole thing was where was I going to script that second action?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the only thing that I was thinking about.
Yeah,
Right,
I thought about it too.
find my steel questions. Okay, or hesitation. Oh no, yeah, I've got my steel on here. Hesitation is 10 minus the will exponent.
Yeah.
So my hesitation is 6, and I have a steel of 6.
Oh, all right.
So we decided if I hesitate for 4 more actions is where
Yep.
I'm screwed. And I absolutely do.
Yeah. All right. So, so there's there you have the bad luck of having someone actually watching, opening a balcony window on a second story, and just looking out as you're hitting the first guy that you killed. As soon as you slammed your dagger, the guy started screaming from the window, and he's screaming for the guard. So by the time it's only a couple of heartbeats,
Yeah.
and you had the real misfortune of having a city guard on patrol right next to the alley. So they round the corner. So what are you gonna do?
How
Let's
many city
call
guards
it
am I dealing with?
roll a die of fate, and let's see. 3 guards, not good.
3 guards is not good at all. Okay. Let me see what I have here. Where are my traits? That's there we go. Calm persuasion, falsehood, steal, scheming. Okay, okay. I have an idea. So I hear this guy screaming for the guards, right?
Yeah.
And poison goes in, and I'm immediately going to roll inconspicuous
All
to
right.
play dead in
Hey.
hopes that at least 2 of these guards will leave to go, grab investigators or whatever, and maybe only leave one of the guards here
All
because they
right.
think everybody's dead.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll inconspicuous, and I'm going to fork in disguise, and that'll
All
give
right.
me 5.
Okay. So if you succeed, as you say, 2 guys leave, one stays. If you fail, the guy notices that you're alive, and he goes for his weapon and starts yelling for you to freeze. And you have options at that time,
Yeah, yeah,
but that's basically what's going to happen.
yep,
And incidentally, you just got a light wound on your face, so that's the scar that you were looking for
yeah,
since we
yeah,
started seeing. There you
yep,
go.
yep.
So
So
that's
what's
it.
my ob?
Uh, I want to do another perception versus
Yeah?
thing. I'll roll
What?
3 perception for the guard.
3 perception for the guard?
Yeah.
Alright.
So here we
Alright.
go.
I'm also gonna fork in spycraft wise because I'm at that 1D disadvantage, so it still only leaves me at 5.
All right. So it's one success. You have to beat one.
Got him.
Yeah. Excellent.
Got him.
So the guard goes over and says, "What the hell happened here?" And the guy from the window yells, "That one guy in the white cloak. It's a white cloak, right? Because it's a ghost."
Yeah.
Oh no, you weren't wearing that, were you?
No, no, no. I was not
Uh,
wearing the clothes, and it's not white. Like the ghost is just the moniker.
oh,
It's
that's right.
nice dark colors because they'd
Yeah,
be really bright. It'd be hard to sneak about and whatnot as the ghost.
yeah,
White
extremely.
cloak.
He says, "That guy down there, he stabbed the other two. He killed the big guy and then stabbed the other guy. They stabbed each other, and they both fell down." So guard flips you over, sees all the blood in your face. He checks. Uh, what's his name? Tagon's. He checks Tagon's pulse and sees that he also has a scratch on his face, and he says, "Wow, this guy's dead. Uh, they must have been using poison daggers. Damn poisoners! The other guy got scratch on his face too. He must be out. Let's go get the lieutenant. He's gonna want to take a look at this. And the other two guys leave. He doesn't even check you. He just takes a look at the wounds, and they're so similar. He figures you're poisoned too. So
Perfect.
that's what's
So
going
the other guys leave, and
on.
now my intent is to use my poison dagger to just give this guard a little nick. I don't want to kill him. He's an innocent.
Nice.
But I need to get him out of the way
Yeah.
so I can escape. And I was informed that this dagger would be good for a couple of wounds.
Yes, you were.
So there
yes.
is still poison on the blade. And
Okay.
I feel like this would be more of a stealthy roll than a knife roll.
Yeah,
Because
stealthy.
Because, like, I'm coming, like, I don't want him to know I'm coming. He thinks I'm dead. That's my advantage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, it'll be stealthy.
So, let me take a look at how ambushes work. Just for reference. Hang on. That's on the fight chapter. Surprise and ambush. It's stealth or inconspicuous versus observation. Ooh, observation. Yeah.
Yep. So it'll be
Alright,
his
so
observation versus
Yeah.
my stealthy. So I've
So
got my B4 stealthy, which goes down to B3 for my wound.
And he's got B3 perception, and he does not have observation. So
Okay. So double obstacle.
two double offs to him. Yeah.
Yep. Okay,
So-
so I will be. So I'm at a B3 right now. I'm also going to fork in spycraft wise to bring me up to B4.
Definitely, and you can fork in your dagger skill if you have it, your knife
do.
skill.
Okay,
'cause,
so
you know,
B5.
it's a quick hit.
Yep.
You know. So
Yep,
let
just
me
looking
roll
for a little
here.
flesh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's got a half
got
a
an
success. Excellent. Excellent.
perfect.
Yeah.
So he drops.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna scribble a little note that says he's not dead. He will come to.
All right.
Gonna ransack the dead body. Any jewelry, coin purse, anything on his partner?
Yeah, let's call it a one cashed eye coin purse. He's got a
Okay.
dagger if you want another one. And that's pretty much it. Not much else. Maybe he's got a sword. I don't know.
I'll just take his cash die.
Yeah. And Tagon also has a cash die.
Okay, yeah, that's mine too.
Yeah, that makes sense. They both carrying some cash for a job.
And
So-
then I'm gonna pick up Dacon and abscond back to Rogar's.
Excellent.
And at this point, I'm donning the mask of the ghost.
All right.
And yeah, well, I'm just gonna go straight to Rogar's. There's no knocking. There's no time for any of that. I've got a body over my shoulder. I'm just gonna walk in and tell him I need to speak to Rogar immediately. And then I'm just gonna push my way through the door. I'm not even gonna wait for the servant. I'm just
All right.
telling him I'm going to see him. And
Okay.
I walk in and I plop this body on the ground and I say, Rogar, we've got a problem.
He says, "What is this?"
Well, remember that embassy job I pulled?
Yes.
And once your employee died and almost got me,
Yes.
almost lost my life, I decided to go ransack his house for compensation.
I see.
As I was ransacking, this man showed up. This is his partner. Now, I brought him to you because you're going to want to interrogate him. Because while I didn't find anything of monetary value, I did find these, and I hand him the papers.
Mhm.
And then I also hand him the cipher crack. And I was like, I decoded it, but just in case that wasn't enough, I brought him for you too. Shit, I'm blanking on other guy's name, his second in command.
Eshkol was
call
the
him?
head guy, and Tagon is the guy you just brought.
Yeah, but the guy that's coming in that's actually making the plot that hired.
Oh, Baron.
Yeah,
Baron.
Baron. He's plotting against you. He wants you dead so he can take the business over for himself. He hired these two to kill you. Luckily, things went the way they did, and that contract was not able to be fulfilled.
All right.
It's my understanding that he will be arriving in town tomorrow. So I brought you all the evidence you need to do as you see fit.
All right. So I feel like just saying yes
I do too. Like I'm
because you're
not
not
falsehooting.
making.
Yeah, I'm telling the absolute truth here.
Yeah, you're not making anything up, and you got physical evidence. So
Yeah.
I'm feeling like saying yes.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
So you wanna maybe stop here and plan
Yep.
for next
But
time? Because
Rogar, I've done a great many things for you, and as you can see, my services are quite valuable. What exactly is the value that you place on your life?
I value my life very highly. Why do you ask?
Well, because I just saved your life. So I feel like that value should be transposed onto me.
Yeah, monetarily,
Monetarily.
literally, yeah.
Monetarily.
All right, all right. So how are we gonna handle this? Uh,
Depends on how much he values his life.
that's true. That's true. I want to say that you roll something and we add money to it depending on your successes. Let's start with maybe base of 3 cash die
Okay.
and what can you roll here? Persuasion, haggling, uh,
Um, I'm gonna roll persuasion.
and fork some haggling into it.
I don't have haggling to fork.
Oh, oh okay.
I've got a couple of beginner's lucks on haggling, but I need this money, so I don't want to continue that route. So
All right.
I'm gonna roll persuasion.
How much persuasion do you have?
I have a B3 persuasion.
All right.
I'm going to fork in intimidation because I'm gonna
Okay.
tell him I could have just as easily let these people kill you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fork in grift-wise and spycraft-wise. Grift-wise because I'm trying to get money out of him, and that's the big thing about the grift. And spycraft-wise because that the spycraft is people and knowing how they react. So that's 3, 4 for spycraft, 5 for grift.
Okay, I'll give you 3 extra advantage dice for everything you've done.
Okay, so
So
that
that
brings
brings you
me up to 9 altogether.
up to 9. So the ob is going to be his will, which is 6. So it's a steep ob. That's why I'm giving you all the whole 3
It is a
advantage
steep bob,
dice.
and I'm going to dump in those last 2 link test die I have with him.
Nice. Nice.
So it gives me 11 against a 6.
There you go. So it's 3 plus what you beat the ob by.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I met it.
6. I'll give you an extra cash die because
Okay.
you met it. You met it. So I'll give you 4 cash die.
And I'll burn a fate.
Nice.
Why not? Why not? I've got them to spare. Cool. One more.
5 cash die.
Five cash die. I'm well on my way to getting that third
Yeah, and
reputation.
let's give you an affiliation dice with his organization. I'll give you
Okay.
an affiliation dice. This will come in handy whenever you eventually wind up taking over the business,
Yeah.
because you now have a connection to it. So you can leverage that with, I don't know, persuasion rolls to get
Mhm.
the employees behind you or whatever it is that you're going to do. So I feel like with the service that you have provided so far, you should get at least a 1 die affiliation with Relgar's slavers.
Mhm.
How's that?
Sounds perfect to me.
Excellent. Excellent.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah. So let's take a look at those Artha awards. Where's my Artha? Spending Artha. And here we go. Earning Artha. All right. So beliefs. Let's see.
Well, I completed my session belief. Or no, I haven't done that yet.
Because you need the employees list.
Yeah, and that was the whole point of doing all this. When I dropped the body, I was going to ask him for it. So let's do that right quick.
Yeah, let's, you know.
Yeah, just
This,
retcon it. I asked him.
yeah,
He's like, of course.
of course.
Look
Yeah,
into it as you will.
yeah, you're welcome
Yeah,
to
I
it.
can't believe I forgot. Like, I did all of that with
Yeah,
that one specific thing in
yeah,
mind.
that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, Persona for that. You definitely did it. Uh, let's see. You advance your first belief, which is keep working
Mhm.
toward building the underground railroad. So
Mhm.
you're definitely working for that. That's a fate right
Yep.
there.
Right. I did protect innocent life. I didn't kill the guard.
That's true. That's true. I'll give it to you. Instincts, when accused lie, always be aware of your exit. Always profile. We didn't really profile this session.
No, there was
Yeah,
one opportunity that I had, and I just didn't
yeah, and it doesn't really.
take it.
That would never change the direction. Well, unless it's a real good
Yeah, yeah.
profile, it might not even change the direction. So yeah, it doesn't look like you're gonna get anything for that. What about your instincts? Oh, sorry, your instincts. Sorry. What about your traits?
Did not invoke any traits.
No.
No.
Um,
I think the only other thing is persona for role playing.
yeah. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
So
I mean,
yeah, two
this
fate, two
was
persona.
yeah. I like it.
Which
I mean,
I got the two persona back that I spent.
excellent. I think this was a wonderful session. I mean, I had nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
All I had was the list and the name of the guy, Barham, and that's it. And everything else we just came up on the fly. And I think I can't say this is the best session we've had because every single session, I mean, I have zero expectations for it, and I walk out having a real awesome time. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know about you, but I mean, I had nothing.
Oh yeah, yeah. That
And
like I
this
mean,
was wonderful.
I hadn't like I've been thinking about it,
Uh-huh.
but for the most part, like Donlin's been in the back of my mind just with everything's been going on. As much as I wanted to play,
Yeah,
like I haven't really put any
yeah,
thought. I just like when we sat down for those 10 minutes before, I looked over my beliefs. I reworded that last belief a bit just to really solidify it
uh-huh, uh-huh.
and give me a nice attainable goal.
Yeah,
And yeah, I just from there went off. Like I knew that while that was my goal for the session, I also wanted to start working towards that reputation. I want that ghost reputation. I need that
yeah,
ghost reputation. That's
yeah.
my alter ego. That's my safeguard.
That's right. That's
So
right.
yeah, I spent that little bit of time there just to go kick that door in, and that's going to give me issues later on the down the road with Golo the Lesser. But at that point, he's not going to matter anyways.
Yeah.
Like I feel when it comes to him, and another reason I did that is once I finish up and I take over the slave ring, I'm just gonna walk up like tell Golo the Lesser Ghost is here, and I'm just gonna kill him in front of everybody.
Yeah. That's always
Like
good. Yeah.
like none of the scheming, nothing. I'm just gonna walk up and kill him
Yeah.
and be done with it.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was a
But yeah,
great session. It's
yeah,
good to
it
be
was.
back. Yeah.
It is good to be back. I've been waiting
Yeah.
like Saturday when we canceled. I was
Yeah,
like,
I was
damn, that
so
sucks.
sorry
I've been waiting so
that I mean, but
long. And my girlfriend,
it
she's
was
like,
yeah.
I'll play with you because I run a game for her.
I
And
know.
I was like, that sounds awesome, but I was looking
But I
forward to being
was,
on the player side of the table and not the GM side of the table. And she even offered to GM a new game for me
you know,
and get
if
behind the screen for a little bit.
if you want, we can do a Burning Assassination double shot and play it again on Thursday.
That
Mystery, you
that
know.
would be cool.
Let's do it. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
Yeah, yeah, this is my favorite tabletop campaign I've been in to date, and I've been
Yeah.
playing tabletop since I was a wee little shit. And this is by far my favorite one I've done.
And
However,
I have
the
to say
heist
this
game
might.
that we're talking about, that could take over that favorite spot. Like, I feel like that could be a really fun game.
Let's work on it. Let's see if we can
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it going.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk to um, some of the other guys Sean and them that I played Burning Empires with, see if any of them might be interested in filling that third slot,
Excellent.
and
Excellent.
see if we can. And once I get that third slot, we'll get together and burn and start figuring everything out.
Excellent. I like it.
For sure. Awesome.
So
Well,
yeah.
I will see you on Thursday, my buddy.
Yes. Hopefully so. Yeah.
Yup. Take care, man.
Good to see you again. Take
Yep.
care.
Good to be back.